Hello everybody, it's Mr. Ruggles and this is Web Design and it is Tuesday, March 28th. Glad you could join us. We had a good weekend. Hope you're having a great week. We're heading into spring break, so I'm excited. Let's go and take a look at our agenda. We are going to, well, first, welcome everybody. We're going to go over our course calendar, we're going to go over our announcements, and then we're going to wrap up Unit 6 by showing you a quick preview of the last few lessons and a preview of the 6.8 assignment. Our objectives, I'm going to update this. We're working in Unit 6, and we're going to be wrapping up Unit 6, not starting. State standards. What I'm excited about for these particular standards is the number one, applying appropriate technical skills that you have been learning in your lessons and also demonstrating your creativity. I've seen the beginnings of your guys' web pages, and I'm excited to see where they go and how they progress. You guys have some really good ideas, and I can't wait to see more as you continue to build them. All right, taking a look at our current calendar. We're currently on the 28th. We're going to wrap up Unit 6 this week. We have 2 more lessons, one for tomorrow, Wednesday, and that'll be 6.6, and one for Thursday at 6.7, and then we have our finished product of our assignment 6.8. And then we're on spring break for the next week and 1 day. Hooray for us. So then when we get back from spring break, we're going to start Unit 7, and we'll see where that takes us. All right, as far as announcements go, we're now in starting the 4th quarter. The 3rd quarter ended last Friday, and we're now done with Units 1 through 5. Those teacher-graded assignments are closed. We now want to focus on Units 6 and forward. Okay? But just kind of for your information, and FYI, if you haven't done any of the assignments for Units 1 through 5, you need to do those in order to build your website in the steps that we've been building it. So that way you can catch up to where we're at and follow the things that you're supposed to be learning. So even though it's not gradable at this point, you do need to do the the assignments for Units 1 through 5. That way you can catch up and continue working on where we're currently at. Okay? So Units 1 through 5 are closed. We're working on Unit 6 currently. All right. If you missed it, on March 24th, we covered in our live lesson the first half, maybe first 2/3 of Unit 6. So we covered lessons 6.1 through 6.5, I believe. So if you missed that live lesson, want to see an overview of those, go ahead and go back to your Class Connect calendar and check out March 14th. What we're going to do for the next few minutes is go over lesson 6.6, 6.7, and assignment 6.8. All right, for our Unit 6 lessons, resuming on lesson 6.6, I have this put in 2 parts, built in 2 parts. Part 1 is a short reading. It's about 1.5 pages. It's on your assignment sheet. So open up your assignment, read the paragraphs that are down here, all about selecting proper images for your website. Part 2 will be reflecting on your images to make sure you have appropriate images. So you're going to ask yourself questions like, are my images clear or are they blurry? Are my images sized appropriately for my website? Are my images relevant to my website? Those kind of things. So you're going to ask yourself those questions, and then you're going to write just a very short paragraph, 1 to 3 sentences. I probably should have made it 2 to 4 sentences. Make sure you reflect on these questions. Probably should be 1 sentence each. It's possible that you could pull it off with one sentence. But as long as you cover the material for those 3 questions, you'll be fine in that reflection. So write that reflection. You are going to copy and paste this reflection into your 6.8 assignment, just a heads up, so don't skip it. For the 6.7 lesson, I kind of did the same format, or I did the exact same format. For part 1, you're going to read another short reading. There's paragraphs below here, about a page and a half or so. Read that, and then part 2, you're going to reflect again. This time the topic is going to be about the design and layout of your website. You're going to read a few things, and then you're going to answer this question. It says, in 2 to 3 sentences, write 2 to 3 sentences about why you are using the layout you have started. What is your strategy of how you want them, meaning your users, to view and visually navigate your website? So you're going to answer that reflection. And again, you're going to copy and paste this into 6.8, the 6.8 assignment as a heads up. All right, speaking of the 6.8 assignment, here is the preview of that. This is the culmination of all our work for lesson 6.1 through 6.7. So if you've done all that work, this part will be super easy. You're just going to put it all together. Make sure you save it properly. In step 1, we answered the question after lesson 6.1, what order should you be creating your website? Should you design your layout first and then add text, or should you create your text and find your images and then use the layout to make it fit? So you're going to number that 2 or 1, 1 or 2. We'll talk about that more next lesson, so you guys have a good understanding of what you should be doing first. That way you don't put the cart in front of the horse. All right, in step 2, you will be, once again, putting the title of your website here and copy and paste that. So that's part 1 there in step 2. The second bullet point is, we were to create 3 sections on our website, right? Add 3 sections. And then we needed a topic sentence. First section, topic. What is this section going to be out about your website? What is the second section going to be out about on your website? And what is the third section going to be about on your website? Okay, so you should have 1 sentence about what that's going to be on your website. So that's step 2. So continuing with that, step 3, for your first section, you have that 1 sentence of what that section is going to be about on your website. Now you're going to write the text about that section. What text are you going to have in that section? And you're going to do that for all 3 sections. So you're going to have some written text here. And that text is going to go on your web page. Section 4 of this assignment says, in lesson 6.4, you were to add or find an image for each of your 3 sections. Following copyright laws, find at least 1 image for each of your sections. So you should have your images that you're going to use for each section. There should be at least 1 of them for each. Just copy and paste it onto here. Section 5. From lesson 6.6, you were to reflect on your images. So in section 6.6, we just talked about it a few minutes ago. You're going to have a reading about your images. Are they appropriate? Are they blurry or whatever? And reflect on it. And so you're going to copy and paste what you wrote right here. Likewise, for section 6, we did the reflection on your layout and your strategies that you want your viewers to see. So you're going to copy and paste what you did in 6.7 right here. And that wraps up 6.8. You're going to submit that under the right file name in the 6.8 Dropbox. And then we're heading out to spring break, and then we'll have new lessons when we come back in Unit 7. We're going to continue on with our website. We're going to start building it and adding onto it quite a bit and learning more tools along the way as we go for things that you need to know about designing. All right, so what to do for Unit 6, you need to complete the lessons 6.1 through 6.7. If you haven't, they should be done by Thursday the 30th, so you have time to work on your assignment 6.8 and have that submitted by Friday the 31st, so you have time to get that done and head out to spring break with no work to do in this class. So wrapping up, we're working in Unit 6. We want to finish that this week, and the assignment 6.8 is due this Friday. All right, everybody, have a great spring break. If you do have any questions or need some help, please email me, or make sure you email me before Friday the 30th, or before Friday. Let's see, Friday's the 31st. You should email me on Thursday or earlier, Thursday the 30th or earlier, so I have time to respond before spring break. Because once I turn off the computer on Friday at 4 o'clock, I can't guarantee I'm going to turn it back on until we get back on that Tuesday, April 11th or whatever that is. Okay? But have a great spring break. Enjoy your time off. Great time to catch up if you need any time to catch up. But other than that, we will see you the Tuesday after spring break. See you later, everybody. Have a great, great time off.